Hi, fellow PolyTrippers. I hope you had a productive week, and here's my motivational talk for this coming week. This week, I want to talk about language learning not being a linear progression, but more of a step function. If you know mathematics, a step function is something that goes like this, and then suddenly it goes like this and continues on at a higher level. Um, and language learning is like this too. I know I've mentioned this before that language learning is not linear, but I really want to drive that point home now. Language learning is not a linear process. And there are times also where it feels like you've regressed. I don't know how this works or why this works. There's probably some psycholinguistic theory behind it, but I know for a fact I've learned enough languages that I know how this works, and so I'm not scared of this when it happens. It's kind of like you read that with undertows, where the undertow is dragging you out back to sea, rather than panic and trying to swim forward. You need to let the current bring you back to the point where the undertow no longer is there, and then swim sideways, and then swim forward. That's kind of a very sloppy metaphor. Maybe it's not that great a metaphor. I don't know. It's neither here nor there. But anyway, that's the first thing I thought of. But but yeah, language learning is not a step function, and there are times where I'll do a Russian lesson, and I'll be totally stoked about how great I talked, how everything kind of flew, how like how everything kind of flowed, and how impressed they were with me, and it was great. And then like a week later, I'll have another conversation, and it'll totally suck, and I'll have forgotten everything. And it's not like I didn't study this week either. I studied just the same amount of time, but then for some reason, I sucked that week versus like the previous week where things were going great. And it made no sense for me in the beginning until I read more and realized that that's the way things work. I don't know why. Maybe there's this consolidation phase or something or whatever. You can look it up or Google it or whatever. But I know I've experienced it enough to know not to panic. And I guess that's the undertow analogy, that basically like if I'm regressing, don't panic, because I know it's like part and parcel of the process, and that if I just keep at it, then the level will jump again, and I'll be okay again. So if you're experiencing that, where basically you feel like you're regressed despite you're not having slacked off with self-study or the frequency that you're taking your online language lessons, don't panic. It's normal. It's okay. There's a reason for it. I have no idea what that is, but I've lived it enough to know that it's a thing and that you shouldn't be freaked out by it. So that's all I want to say for this week about that. Um, Thank you again. Check out our resources page at polytripper.com, where we have a number of games and resources to take your language learning to the next level. And also join us for our Saturday Facebook Lives at facebook.com/polytripper, where language learners can come together and feel less alone in their language learning journey. And finally, if you like us, please spread the word. We don't have the deep advertising pockets that our competitors do, and we rely on good souls like you to spread the word so that we can keep our advertising costs down, take lesson commissions for our teachers, and let them keep more of their money. So thanks for playing your part, and I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye.